Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Grand Arena video. So here I am in round 2 of what is week 3 of season 22 3v3. Now before I show you the battles in this round and my opponent and so on, as always, you know me, I do love my feats, so let's just go ahead, check them out. So there's only one feat I need to work towards it. You die with the rebellion, where you have to defeat guys with Imperial Troopers. That's not a problem at all for me. I use my Imperial Troopers in every single round, sometimes even 2 teams. So, you know, we just have to knock out 1 team and we should be good to go for that. We don't really have to pay any attention to it. Now, my opponent today, Greenery. He's a part of Netherlands Guild. Now, in terms of GP and Galactic Legends, we're pretty evenly matched. We both have same 5 Galactic Legends. We both have very similar GP. And in terms of Executor, I do have 6 stars. He does have a 4 star. So, you know, between 4 and 6 stars, not a whole lot of difference. So we are very evenly matched, as you've seen from his as well lifetime score. Very efficient player. So looks like he's attacked. So let's see what happened here. Let's look at the top. Okay, looks like he had some issues here with Pogle and Nute for some reason. Interesting. Let's look at then as well the bottom zone. Oh. 5 battles on my Maul, okay, interesting. And 3 battles on my Kylo, huh. So my guess is here, he went after Kylo first, failed, maybe used a couple of Galactic Legends on there, and then the rest kind of derailed the rest of the strategy, I'm not sure. We'll see, is he done attacking or not. We'll look at the back zone, does he make any attempts there? No attempts there, so I don't know, is he just done for the round? Or he's waiting for me to attack to see, you know, how many, if he still has a chance to win. Now, because I was so busy doing all the conquest testing and video guides, I forgot to change the defense for round 2, so just kind of auto-deployed from round 1. I wanted to keep my Executor for attack, because obviously, you know, Malevolence versus Executor is always, for me at least, 50-50 win chance. It always depends on the dodging and things like that. So unfortunately there, I didn't keep it for offense, and to add more to that, he was able to one-shot my Executor there. So this is going to be tricky. If he put his Executor in defense, we'll see if I'll be as lucky as he was to one-shot it. But anyway, we first have to clear the ground zones first. So up top, nothing here really out of ordinary, nothing, you know, that concerns me too much. There are plenty of options for those teams. However, at the bottom, it's a slightly tougher zone. Look at this Rex Arc Trooper and 5 squad. This could be tricky. Obviously, a majority of people keep Malak for offense, just to, you know, be able to solo this kind of Rex squad. I leave my Malak on defense because he's a menace, so we'll see what I'll do there. Standard Grievous lineup there. We do have as well Master Kenobi, Maul there, and Shaak Ti. Have to first start off obviously with Kenobi, get the hardest team out of it. Now his Kenobi, as you will see from the mods, is faster than mine a little bit, but you know, from that little experience I've had with Master Kenobi mirrors, I think this is my first mirror match in 3v3. The speeds don't really all that matter. Now putting Kenobi on there is a total waste, because, you know, Mace will do, he'll just get one shot anyway, so it's a bit of a, there I think, miscalculation on my opponent's part, wasting Kenobi there. Now look at the speed on his Commander Ahsoka Tano, 326, which means I think that my Ahsoka will be faster. So if your Ahsoka is faster than the enemy Ahsoka, then to preserve a couple of banners, instead of bringing in a tank that will just get one shot by enemy Ahsoka when she gets a turn, you can bring in R2, and then you can swap turn there with your Ahsoka with R2. R2 can then smoke screen on your Kenobi, and then, you know, Kenobi can take the big hit from Ahsoka. So then you can kind of keep your free characters, whereas then you can simply just knock out one of there, and then it's 3v2 instead of 2v2 as, you know, standard Kenobi their mirror matches. But anyway, here we go. They go first, that's okay. So I'll do the same, obviously reset cooldowns on my Ahsoka. However, instead of using Force Sleep on Kenobi, you go ahead, swap turn meter with R2, and then you can use smoke screen on your Kenobi, and there we go. He took that hit without any issues, and mind you, my Kenobi is Relic 5 only, so if you do have high Relic Kenobi, this will be even easier. And then obviously you take out their tank, whoever that is, and then the rest of the mirror match pretty much goes the same as if it would. in the standard free lineup where you would go 2v2, you just go after Ahsoka first, obviously try to land healing immunity on her, target yourself with the special there middle, just that you build up your ultimate faster. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to go into my ultimate yet. I decided there to heal up a little bit because my Kenobi wasn't looking too good. And now I will actually go into my ultimate as well. And then you just kind of, I still wait there to use the big hit from my Ahsoka until I get bonus protection of their Ahsoka, so we can critically hit her and hopefully do a big hit. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And you've got also, before you use Force Leap, put healing immunity on her so she can't recover health and protection, so then you can quickly finish her off. And now here again is just kind of building up again the Force Leap damage as well. Just try to get a few more attacks out of turn with whoever's got Shen, and boom, there we go. So got 53 banners. Normally, obviously, in the standard where you do have slower Ahsoka, you would end up with maximum 51. So if you do have faster Commander Ahsoka Tano, you just give you a little bit extra couple of banners there. So up next we've got Rex. Now I don't often face these guys really. Usually they would put Rex, 5s and Barris. Now versus that kind of team you can cheese it in many ways because they don't have any AoEs. However, due to, you know, them, unfortunately here they do have Arc Trooper. That's slightly concerning. Even though Arc Trooper doesn't have AoE, you know, he can still do some big damage. So what I'll do, I'll try my troopers. I've never done that, but I've seen it work before. Essentially, you don't fool around there with 5s. You just go knock out Rex, trigger then gets, you know, Saber gets triggered from 5s, and then you just take out the Rex again and the Arc Trooper. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, the people have done that. They had high Relic Dark Trooper. Mine's only Relic 5, so hopefully he can do enough damage. Obviously, you have to make sure that your Piet is faster than Rex in order for this to work. There you go, you just nuke Rex, get him out. There we go, Savior triggered. We keep punching, almost got it out for the second time. And there goes Rex. Obviously, Arc Trooper might do some damage here. Let's see if we can take him out before he gets a turn. Come on, he was able to take one banner away from me here. One hit, 2 hit. There you go, 53 banners. Wow, alright, it's good to know that works here in Fury Free. Obviously in 5v5 probably not, but in Fury Free, you know, I just take a Rex and then the rest kind of gets easy. Alright, so we got the Shaak Ti team here. I mean, Shaak Ti is good obviously with 5 of first clones, but essentially with kind of leftover clones here. Sergeant, I mean, they do have Echo obviously that can assist and things like that. He's got an AoE that can obviously snipe banners. Sergeant's got an AoE as well that can snipe banners. So we'll see how many banners we can pull out versus these guys. So versus this kind of Shaak Ti team, what I'll think do here, I'll just use Chewbacca here with Han, and then, you know, any kind of lead there. Old Ben is I do like Old Ben for the turn meter removal, but I do want to save him for another team if I can. So I'll just use here Wedge. Wedge is good, gives you a little bit more damage to your guys, and as well some bonus turn meter whenever you critically hit. So we'll see. So what you want to do, you just go all out on Shaak Ti, just stun her. Doesn't really matter how fast she is because Han shoots first. There we go, just gonna take Shaak Ti out, and it's just a case of how many banners I can get away with here. Trying to stun Echo to prevent him from doing that AoE. Unfortunately, this did not happen. I'm obviously concerned now that Clone Sergeant might get an AoE out, so I'm just going after him next. Do an AoE, and I was like, well, okay, 53 banners. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to land a stun on Echo there, otherwise this could be a 54 banner win. Alright, so moving on, we got Grievous and Maul left. So not sure which I'll tackle first. Let's go for Grievous, I guess. Just checking mods here. Now a little bit lower health on this one for a Relic 7. That's quite low health, but very decent speed. However, offense on B1 is quite high, as well as okay, you know, speed as well, considering he's rocking offense set, not a speed set. Now luckily here B2 there only gear 12, so you know, won't be doing as much damage and will be squishier, lower tenacity, so hopefully we can, you know, land days on him so he doesn't cause any trouble. Just doing my standard Mothma team here. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable in 3-3 with Mothma here because both my Cassian and K2 are relic free. So against these kind of, that are not like amazingly modded or amazingly relic Grievous, I'm still kind of feeling comfortable with. But if it would be, like 290 B1, maybe 150k health Grievous, I might do something else. But I think versus these guys, I can still put it off. Just want to go after B1 first, and then when you get a chance, try to land that daze on B1. Sorry, B2. Luckily, B2 there is modded for potency, not tenacity, so I was able to land the daze on him. And there you go. Take care of B1. And now here, you'll be very low on health and protection, so at this point just start putting hit into Grievous instead, just to buy yourself some time to recover some health and protection. I don't like to go straight for B2, because then, Grievous gets another quick turn. There we go. So B2 out, and now just a case of trying to recover banners here. I usually end up with 53 banners, not more, just because obviously Grievous there keeps putting hits into K2. So trying to get full protection on K2, it's not possible. Let's see if we can top up at least one Mothma here, as well as Cassian. I think that should be good there, yeah. There you go, 53 banners. That's pretty much as good as it gets with this Mothma team, I think. Alright, so we got one more team to go, and let's see what's at the back. We got here Maul. Now usually people put Marauder in there as the third. Obviously Dooku there, he doesn't have the damage output as Marauder does. But it can be complicated with his stuns on his counterattacks, as well as his special ability Shock can stun 2 targets as well. So in 3v3, if 2 targets get stunned, you could be in trouble. So versus any sort of Dooku lineup, what I usually do, whether it's a Separatist lineup or this kind of Sith lineup, I like to use Traya just because of her unique that will obviously dispel debuffs on your Sith allies whenever they do get a turn, so you don't have to worry about obviously ability blocks, you don't have to worry about those stuns, as well healing immunity will just dispel it. Obviously the only tricky one could be Shock, because it can prevent taunting on Sion, as well as bonus turn meter gain for your Nihilus. So that may a little bit slow you down, but shouldn't cause too much trouble. And as well, without Marauder in here, these guys don't have a whole lot of firepower. However, because of all these counterattacks, AoEs and things like that, getting max banners, is probably not going to be possible. If I walk away with 51 banners, I think that's pretty much what I can expect here. Trying to slow down Maul there, because he's got an AoE daze. I don't want him that he dazes my Nihilus, so Nihilus can keep gaining bonus turn meter. That's why I isolated him there, to increase his cooldowns. Get Dooku out, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Counter-attacking. Oof, almost got Maul out as well. Let's increase cooldowns now. Perfect. Okay, get Maul out. Almost got him. Alright. Here I was thinking, I've got healing immunity on here. Cities will keep... Nah, I'm like that. I'll just take my 51 banners. I said, fine, that's okay. I can, I think, afford to drop a banner. I didn't want to waste dancing here with Cities for another minute or so to potentially get that banner back. But maybe you could. And there we go. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Same Kylo zombie Daka cheese that I put on defense. That team is tricky in 3v3. Like, I actually lost using Kenobi versus this team. Also, my Master Luke doesn't always get it done. So the only 100% team that I have is Rey with Jedi Knight Revan. So that's what I'll do. Everything else for me is not 100%. So I don't want to get stuck in the same hole that my opponent did, where he was unable to one-shot Kylo, because to clean up Kylo you pretty much have to use another Galactic Legend, and I'd rather not do that, because we still have a few tricky teams to deal with. So there you go, I got zombie there, quite tanky zombie as well, but doesn't matter. I think we should be good here. So what I like to do, I like to use Jedi Revan lead here with her Meteora, and as well Rey. Now how this will go depends. Does Kylo one-shot your Revan to begin with or not? Then also, is your Rey faster than theirs? So it goes slightly different, but the overall idea is the same. Obviously you do want to mark their Daka to begin with, and then when Rey gets her Whirlwind out, she can just one-shot her, and Whirlwind prevents revives, so you don't have to worry about Daka doing any nonsense there, and then you can just go after zombie and in the end finish off Kylo. There we go. Myron actually survived that, but anyway, we triggered there already Whirlwind, but I will save it until I get all Daka marked. Then as for Hermitiota, you're gonna do the AoE to get some foresight up. Unfortunately, zombie there, clear of foresight from a Revan. Whirlwind Daka, get her out, prevent revives, so you don't need to worry about that. Up next, you will have to go for zombie because she's got now permanent taunt because of that advantage. So just want to go after her. I like to put Grandmaster's Training on Rey, so when she does go into her ultimate, that can do a little bit more damage. So you can make sure to one-shot Kylo when she pops her ultimate. Now, fortunately for this counter, obviously their Supreme Kylo will keep going after Evan no matter what. So just keep pumping lifeblood into him, and he'll be fine. He won't die, to be honest. Kylo is not doing enough damage. Second Whirlwind, just get zombie out. It's a very beefy zombie, so I didn't want for this battle to drag on for too much. Because then Kylo could get into his ultimate, and sometimes he could then be, a little bit of trouble. So I'm just doing my best here. There we go. Increasing cooldowns on Kylo. Joe Whirlwind. Hit the AoE there. Now that I've got protection down, I just need to wait. Pop the ultimate. Again, increasing cooldowns. Geo basic, and ultimate should take him out. There we go. 54 banners. That's why I like to use this team versus the Supreme Kylo teams, because it's a very straightforward, consistent team, at least for me, and you do get max banners versus with other counters. You can't always get max banners there. So there we go. Got that Supreme Kylo down. I still have a couple of Galactic Legends to use, so I'm in a good shape here to get clean wins, I think. So this is what is covered in the previous round. Actually, the Jedi Luke can actually solo this kind of Kylo squad quite easily. So you start off with a stun, then you use Heroes Arise here, and go after Executioner or Sith Trooper, whichever is the third one. There we go. Alright. And Jedi Luke there, he can't be stunned, he's counter-attacking now, and his basic is dealing true damage to Kylo Ren because he's a tank. Again, I landed there blind on OG Kylo, so I was able to evade his attack. So you go, him just trying now to delay a little bit, see if I can get another Heroes Arise just to recover some protection, hopefully walk away with max banners. So just basics here. Perfect. Get a stun. Yeah, I'll just go ahead, use the stun. Now we can go ahead, use Heroes Arise, get another turn for max 56 banners. So there you go. Very nice use here of Jedi Luke to get nice big banners. We got Hux as well. Hux could be tricky, but no Sith Trooper in there, so I really wonder what my opponent did with his Sith Trooper. He didn't use him with Hux, didn't use him with Kylo Ren and Musk, didn't use him with Supreme Kylo Ren, didn't use him with Maul, so I don't really know what he did with him. Well, curious to see in GSC history what happened. But anyway, for now, we'll just go after Hux here. We'll get some counter attacks, but because of all this bonus protection, I think we should be good to go here, no issues. So I'll just keep going after Hux. There we go. Almost got him. There my Cam, he's obviously Relic 5. He would be higher, he would do more damage, but still I think I should be able to, hopefully here, keep my Kenobi at full protection, because this team without Hermitiota, they don't have way of recovering protection. So as long as I don't get too many counterattacks from first or the Stormtrooper, there we go, stun, perfect. And that should go 1 hit, 2 hit, and boom, there we go. Got another max banner win here. So far, very smooth round, no hiccups really. We'll just keep pushing here. So I do have this small Mothma. Now I've used already Traya. I want to save my Vader for another team, so I do have Sith Eternal, so I'll just use him here. And hopefully we can get away as well with some high banner win. Obviously you link up Biggs, you link up Wedge, and then Rebel and Jedi enemies that have whatever this debuff is called, I already forgot. From Deceived debuff, they won't be able to gain bonus turn meter, which will a little bit help, so that Biggs doesn't all the time gain bonus turn meter. Here I'm trying to see if I can actually time my ultimate in a way that I can end up with full health and protection, but as you will see, it didn't quite work out in the end, because they do get quite a few hits in here, especially with defense down. There you go, they put some big hits, more attacks. So unfortunately I'll settle here for 55. Maybe if I would try to stall out, try to time things out, but I'm like, what, Don't need that extra banner. I'll take 55 and move on with my next battle. Now Night Sisters here, to be honest, in my GP range, putting Gear 12 Night Sisters is just asking for Bossk here to come out. Because now we all have Executors, so we all have Relicate Boba. And if you have Gear 12 Night Sisters, that's what happens. So I would not recommend putting Gear 12 Night Sisters on defense. Going up against opponents that you have Executor, because they can just pull this off quite easily, especially if you don't have Daka or Zombie in there, just this kind of Night Sister team that you can just go around. But even then, Boba there, he still can ignore taunts anyway, so he could still one-shot Talzin. Okay, come on, there we go, boom, perfect. Another clean win here, 54, and that's why I like to keep Bossk for attack, just because of all that protection recovery. It allows you to get max banners versus slightly weaker teams. Phasma here, now this is Zeta Phasma, so when you do have advantage we won't be able to critically hit them. That's why I'm bringing in Death Trooper here, so he can do his AoE dispel. Okay, I'll put Armor Shred on Officer, dispel that. Now I'll get some assists going. Here we go. Lucky dodge, unfortunately. Another dodge. Oh wow, what's happening here? Finally, come on, there we go. Alright, hopefully because of all this protection up here we can get max banners, because this is not Veers' lead. So when we do defeat enemies we are not recovering any protection, but there we go. 54 banners. Also fun team to use. I hardly do this. Obviously Gideon with range and Death Trooper, but versus these kind of teams, they can do some quick work for max banners. You don't have to worry about them sniping banners with all those AoEs that they have. And yes, there it is, 4-star Executor on defense. So I'll try Malevolence. Let's say for me this is 50-50, it all depends on dodging and things like that. And then also going versus 4-star instead of 7-star, the turn order is totally here mixed up. So I've never done this, so see how it goes. Alright, so far so good. We evaded that attack. Here I just actually decided to cleanse off their TIE Fighter just to get those debuffs off. Maybe that was a mistake, I don't know. Maybe I should just have gone with Hyena Bomber, I'm not sure. But it's the first time I'm doing this versus 4-star. But as long as we can get a big hit on somebody, we should be good to go here. The rest of the battle so far, pretty standard hit affair. Putting their buzz droids on Razor Crest, getting some assists. Alright, they're still going after TIE Fighter here. Okay, TIE Fighter, he did his job, that's okay. And I guess that's where the difference is versus 4-star Executor. They're able to mark your Hyena Bomber because you get to put it on top before they go. So this is definitely a little bit trickier. And this is now the second time in GAC that Xanadu Blood dodged there. So whenever this happens, chance of you winning go down significantly. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose, and there goes their contract already. So I'm like, bringing in reinforcements at this point will be useless. I'm just trying to get more vultures on the field. Hopefully they target vultures instead of my Hyena Bomber. And there goes the ultimate already. Alright, but at least we got Xanadu Blood there in low health. They just wasted their taunt ability with Houndstooth. They wasted their AoE with Executor. So actually this lines you up perfectly for a cleanup, because they won't be able to get taunt up straight away. They won't do mass assist on you. So this actually makes for an easy cleanup here with Raddus. That's why I saved my Sandfag there for Malevolence, just so I can use him here for a cleanup if needed. I think they get a couple of hits here, doesn't really matter. Just go ahead, stun, Houndstooth. And now Xanadu Blood is out of stealth, we can just one-shot him. Don't worry about anything else. And here I just actually put some tenacity up on Sandfag, that he gains some bonus turn meter, then he will recover some protection as well when he gets a turn because of deflector shields, and start putting hits into Razor Crest now. Perfect, and we can just go ahead, daze their Houndstooth, so we don't have to worry about Houndstooth now gaining bonus turn meter whenever we are hitting allies. Now we're going to bring in Falcon. We need to have as many resistance ships on the field as possible so we can get to our ultimate and blow up their Executor. So I'm just keep going after Razor Crest now. Another dodging. Alright, okay, here comes the taunt. Doesn't matter, we have a cleanse here ready to go with Raddus. Cleanse that off. And we can just go ahead now, unload the AoE from Falcon, did some nice damage, and you just want to keep spamming special abilities whenever you do have foresight with your resistance ships to reduce cooldowns on your ultimate. Okay, there you go, I finally dodged something as well, that was nice to see. Alright, just basics, stuck behind Houndstooth, I'm just kind of waiting here, and there you go. Pull off the holdo maneuver, blow up Executor, and now this is a bit of RNG here really when it comes to your holdo maneuver. Sometimes their Houndstooth will resist the buff immunity. If that happens, you will really struggle to take out, but luckily there I did get buff immunity on him. So now it's just a case of easy cleanup here. Get out Razor Crest, and they're just working on IG here. A couple of more hits and boom, there we go. So as far as cleanups go, this was very clean, 45. So even this was a 2-shot, you know, if I would have won there with my Malevolence 1-shot, I would probably have like 52 banners or something. So even though this was 2-shot, I essentially dropped only maybe 7, maybe 8 banners here. So, you know, I wasn't too concerned there, especially because my opponent dropped so many. We've got this Executor here lineup, so I'm just going in with Negotiator and just, you know, going to hopefully blitz them, especially if you land their target lock to begin with on TIE Advance. You should be good to go, because then you can do a couple of big AoEs, and then Fives comes in with his AoE, and then, you know, you can quickly take out TIE Advance. There we go, perfect, got target lock there. Oh nice, buff immunity as well, so we can go ahead, dispel the taunt there, and then I can actually target Shuttle there, do a big AoE, almost got him out. Okay, here we go. Alright, bringing in obviously Blow just to clean up all the mess here, booster meter on my guys, and let's just finish off their Shuttle so it doesn't, you know, recover protection, cleanse and stuff like that. Get unending loyalty. I'll just see if we can take out TIE Bomber before they bring in Sith Bomber. Alright. Okay, fine, let's just finish off TIE Bomber there. I'm going to just now throw my as well. AoE there with the big. Keep recovering, yeah. Let's see if I can get healing immunity on him when he gets a turn. I know everybody's dazed, but I'm just getting Valor here to boost my damage. Come on, there we go. And I actually got 68 banners, there we go. So Sith Bomber was unable to snipe banners away this time. So, you know, this one went well. So there's a case of clearing the bottom, and, you know, we should be good to go. So even if my opponent manages to one-shot everything in my back zone, we are still far ahead with banners, no issues here. Just checking on mods now on Geobrood, not too fast, but wow, okay. High tenacity on these guys. So the high tenacity ones are trickier, because landing stuns on them with Palpatine or ability blocks with Vader, you know, sometimes it's tricky. Bringing in Thrawn, because, you know, we do need him, otherwise things could go wrong. So just fracture him now. Do Force Crush. Let's see if we can one-shot Brood. Come on. Wasn't quite enough. We go basic on Spy. Obviously, if my opponent would have a Relic Spy, I would have thrown that Culling Blade into Spy, but because it was a Gear 12, I know that, you know, Relic 7 Vader can basic Gear 12 Geos, so that's not a problem. Okay, get a stun there, perfect. Keep going. Come on. There we go, perfect fracture and Brute, so he doesn't get a turn. Just go all after Brute Alpha now, so they don't get attack out. There we go. Easy win, 54. So same thing as for Night Sisters. If you do have Gear 12 Geos in my GP range, just don't put them on defense, honestly, because Vader just basics them. So I would not recommend again doing that. But anyway, here we go. And well, I do still have Master Luke here. And obviously Nute likes to snipe banners. They got the deck as well here. So I'm just saying, you know what, I'm just going to bring Yoda here. These two should be able to handle this. Between the foresight and Yoda's infinite turns, you know, we should hopefully be able to maintain banners here. I do not have a way here to remove damage immunity though from Dodeka, so I'll have to wait that he loses it before I can get him out. I just decided initially to take out Nute first, so, you know, we exhaust his revive, so then we can take him out second time. And now I just have to dance here with Dodeka. In one way, actually, this worked out in the end good, the Droideka had damage immunity that I wasn't able to take him out because this gave me enough time to get lots of turns here with Yoda, so he could keep calling assists there with the Master Luke's ability that you get from his leadership that recovers some protection and health on your guys. So this allowed me then to get protection up all the way, almost I think all the way back to onto Master Luke. There we go, ended up with 55 banners. So actually having Droideka there in damage immunity for a couple of turns allowed me to recover that one banner, which I would have lost otherwise. Alright, so we got here Resistance Showdown, Rey versus Poe. Not sure what kind of fight they got into it, but hey, looks like they'll have to work it out on the battlefield. Now this Poe team is not hard to take out, but because of all these bonus turns that like Han and Chewbacca are getting, it's very difficult to get max banners versus them unless you have the right team. And obviously, you know, I'm already down to the last two opponents, so I don't have a whole lot left. Here we go. They're putting big hits actually there on my Scavenger. So I'll just go ahead. The reason why I brought in Scavenger so I could get a daze there on Vet Han so he's not counter-attacking and things like that. So looks like here best case scenario, 53 banners. Like I said, versus this team, unless you really have some solid counter left, getting 54 banners will be challenging. So I'll take my 53 and then move on to the final team. Qui-Gon Jedi team. You don't often see this Qui-Gon team on defense because I don't know, unless you put like Kenobi and Cam in there, this team won't really be able to do much, to be honest. I still have my Rex and 5s here, a Watt as well. I'm saving my Watt in case there would be Rey at the back, but there wasn't. And these guys, they don't have AoEs, so you just put tank tech on 5s. They're hardly doing any damage to him, and then he keeps recovering their health. And then we're just kind of waiting, really, to be honest, for aerial advantage to come online and start doing, obviously, one-shots on all these guys. Going after Qui-Gon, I guess, first here. I like can counter-attack, so I just want to stay off her for now. Going after Qui-Gon, he can dispel, you know, put offense up on everybody. There we go. And we go, aerial advantage, get Alia out. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Alright, let's do this. Get her out. Because I said before, Ayla can counter-attack, so that's why I wanted to save first aerial advantage for her. One more hit on Qui-Gon, and he will be gone. There we go. All that foresight will just clear it off very quickly. And now let's see, we'll just have one more turn to another aerial advantage, and then that should take care of Mace there. For a very easy here, 54 banners. Okay. Here's one. Actually, I just want to make sure that my 5s gets another turn to make sure that he really has full protection. And now I finished off the battle here versus Mace for another max banner win. So apart from dropping that, you know, their battle versus Executor, very clean round for me overall. You know, 315 is okay score considering I dropped a few banners there. But as I said, even if that battle would be on one-shot Malevolence, I think I would just get about 7 or 8 banners more there. So, you know, no issues whatsoever. Mostly at the back zone, let's have a look at the zones. So I'm really thinking what happened there was, as mentioned in the beginning, he got stuck on my Supreme with a Kylo Ren there. I'm not sure what he tried. Maybe he tried Master Luke because he had Kenobi and Kylo. So I'm assuming he tried Master Luke. He failed. Then maybe used Rey for a cleanup. And then obviously he was down, you know, a team, and then for some reason he had some troubles as well up on top versus my Darth Maul. Not sure what happened there as well. And then he was really short on teams, I would imagine. That's why he started having issues at the top versus both my Nute and Poggle teams. And he needed 2 battles there as well. So probably he just ran out of teams for the back. Maybe he could have attempted something at the back, but he was just like, maybe wanting to see what I will do first before he does more attempts at the back. So I kind of one-shot everything now apart from his Executor. So we'll see if he will attack or not when the phase ends. But we know with less than 2 hours to go, he didn't touch this at all yet. And also in the end, he actually didn't attack at all anymore. So he just gave up there on my back zone. Obviously, let's look at these feats now. I had this one more feat, no issues there. I actually used 2 Imperial Trooper lineups in this one, so you know, no problem there getting this feat done. There we go. So this is all for round 2. As said before, my opponent did not attack afterwards anymore. So very happy with this round, how it went, apart from that Executor. But again, that was my mistake, because I didn't change my defense and kept my Executor for offense. But regardless, I'll take this win, doesn't matter, a win is a win in my books. Thank you for watching everyone, I'll see you in the next one, but until then have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you my friends.